Hello, and welcome to Chabot News for November 25th, 2019. My name is Savannah, and in today's news, we will be covering the City of Hayward and Chabot College's new fire training station, and the Cybertruck. In entertainment news, Mario will talk about Kane Brown. In sports, Lance will have our very own Gladiator football wrap. And in our top 5, Chris will tell us the top 5 Thanksgiving movies. All that and more coming up on Chabot News. Dresden Castle, which is home to some of Germany's most prized and, quote, immeasurable value, end quote, jewelry and trinkets by Ronald Wohler, a local politician. The Castle of Dresden holds necklaces, shimmering bowls, goblets, and more, all encrusted and decorated with diamonds, rubies, sapphires, and more, all masterfully designed. The police have done a proper investigation and are still investigating the matter. With them, the officials stating this was a smash-and-grab event, and robbers were seen on CCTV cameras. The police are still investigating if this was an inside plan heist or was it just well planned out. But one thing is for sure, the incalculable amount the robbers left with hundreds of pieces of jewelry and trinkets that will be missed by the museum and by the Dresden citizens and visitors of all that visit their city. Elon Musk unveiled the newest model in their battery-powered car series in a Tesla event held out there in the East Coast and live-streamed. If you are one of the lucky few to make it to the event or was watching live, you were subjected to the unveiling and live testing of Tesla's Model Y and the beginning of their SUV series. After the event, though, Tesla had one more thing, a new model, with people having split opinions on the new model, some hailing it as the future in a modern battery-powered car design, while other half criticized Elon Musk and the Model Y design team on the design of a car, comparing it to a child's drawing. You might have seen the demo fail of shatterproof glass, which Elon Musk gave a thorough tweet about it being caused by glass displacement after the car being struck by a sledgehammer, as an example for their steel frame of how the car is sturdy. But really, what is your opinion on the new futuristic car? We sent Armando to ask students about their thoughts on the new Cybertruck. Armando?
How do you feel about this new Tesla truck right here?
Garbage. You could have did anything, and instead you chose to make a trapezoid with wheels. That's terrible. I hate it. Looks like something from what's that movie? The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It came out like 1994.
Right.
It's terrible. Looks like the truck from the first Total Recall. Terrible.
Thank you.
Cancer every single time I look at this picture.
So it's bad.
It's trash.
Trash.
If trash had a car, this is it. This should be the new waste management vehicle.
Do you like the new Tesla truck?
I think it's cool. I think you're going to see a lot of people driving it out there. For sure, yeah.
You gonna be the first one in Oakland with it?
Nah, I don't know about that. I like the truck.
You like it?
Yes.
Why?
It's better than any other truck that's been on the market so far. As in paneling. I mean, it's going to be cheaper to make because there's no curves to it. It's stronger. The power output's going to be better. I guess zero emissions if you like that. Towing capacity's better. Windows are, I guess, going to be better, I guess.
Right.
It didn't work in the demonstration, but I don't know. Someone told me the light bar might not be able to be legal like that because it's too high up off the ground. But so, I mean, the look might change, I guess.
It's ugly.
Can you speak a little louder?
I don't like it.
Why not?
It looks weird. It looks weird.
Do you like the new Tesla truck?
I never seen it before.
There's a picture right here. Okay.
Thanks, Armando. Now we go to Mario with the latest entertainment news.
Thanks, Savannah. The new dad life is treating Kane Brown well. Kane's baby girl, Kingsley Rose Brown, may only be weeks old, but the country singer revealed that she's already taught him some valuable lessons, starting with patience. While in 2019 American Music Award Red Carpet, the new dad couldn't help but gush over his little bundle of joy, who he shared with his wife, Caitlin J. Quote, She's teaching me that I can be patient, he told E! News' Jason Kennedy exclusively. Before, I never really was patient. With her, I have to be patient. So I'm getting way better at that. End quote. K-pop star Gu Hara's death shocked the world on Sunday. Now, South Korean police have revealed new information regarding her tragic passing. According to South China Morning Post, police reported that the former Kara member left a note in her Seoul apartment before her death. Quote, a handwritten note that was pessimistic about her life was found on a living room table, said Lee Yong-pyong, commissioner of the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency. The cause of death remains under investigation, and suicide has not yet been ruled out. Hara's heartbreaking death comes 6 months after an apparent suicide attempt in her apartment. The star was hospitalized in May following the incident, prompting her to apologize to her fan upon her release. According to South China Morning Post, the singer told her fans that she's been in, quote, agonizing over the number of issues, quote, leading up to her hospitalization. Now back to you, Savannah.
Thanks, Mario. A bicyclist stopped Sunday night for a traffic violation was arrested after police said they found a suspected explosive device among his property, authorities said Monday. Police said in a news release Monday that the man was stopped for a traffic violation about 11 p.m. Sunday as he rode a bicycle in the area of Park Avenue and Watt Street. Police did not say what the violation was. After officers determined the man was on probation, they searched his property and located an object with characteristics of an improvised explosive device, the release said. Officers were not able to rule out that the item was being an explosive device and asked the Alameda County Sheriff's Office bomb squad to respond to the scene. The bomb squad responded and rendered the suspicious device as safe. Top leaders at the University of California say they support dropping the SAT and ACT exams from admission requirements. UC Berkeley Chancellor Carol T. Christ, along with the UC System's Chief Academic Officer, Provost Michael Brown, said Friday that the research has convinced them that the performance on the test is so strongly influenced by family, income, parents' education, and race that using them for college admissions decisions is unfair. Over the last year, nearly 50 schools had made SAT and ACT scores optional, joining about 1,000 others that already made the change, according to Fairtest, a group that opposes testing requirements and tracks university policies. The fairness of the test also has come under renewed fire in the wake of a widespread admissions scandal in which wealthy parents are accused of paying bribes to cheat on their children's exams. Now we go to Chris with the top 5 Thanksgiving movies.
Thank you, Savannah. And now it is time for the top 5 movies of Thanksgiving Day movies of all times. So, after all the turkey and stuffing has been put away and your family's bellies are full to the brim with pumpkin pie and freshly baked turkey, gather everyone together in the living room to watch one of America's favorite and top 5 Thanksgiving Day movies. So, coming in at number 5, we have Grumpier Old Men, which came out in 1993, featuring Jack Lemmons and Walter Matthau, who starred as the original Odd Couple back in the 1960s. Now, this film tells the tale of true love and hate relationships as the two families come together for the Thanksgiving Day holidays, despite their differences in complicated families and relationships and dynamics. Coming in at number 4 is one of my all-time favorites, Son-in-Law, starring Pauly Shore. Now, this movie came out in 1993. Now, with all the terrible 90s fashions, we all wish we could just forget and sweep under the rug. Pauly Shore's unforgettable comedy performance is unforgettable in this movie. It features him as a guy named Crawl, the wildly eccentric college student from LA who accompanies his sweetheart, his girlfriend, country girlfriend, Rebecca, home to her family for a traditional farm for a traditional Thanksgiving Day holiday. Coming in at number 3, we have Freebirds, which came out in 2013. Now, Freebirds literally features 2 turkeys who come from opposite sides of the track, who, after realizing their fate in life, they team up to change history with the goal of getting turkeys off the Thanksgiving dinner menu. Stars the voice talents of Woody Harrelson, Owen Wilson, and Amy Poehler. Coming in at number 2 is another one of my all-time favorites. It is A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, which came out in 1973. Thank you. Originally aired on CBS in 1993, the animated TV special, 1973, the animated TV special, A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, features Charlie Brown and Sister Sally as they head to Grandma's house for Thanksgiving dinner. That's right, over the river and through the woods, but not before the other Peanuts characters such as Peppermint Patty, Marcy, Franklin, Lucy, and Linus get added to the mix. And coming in at number 1, we have Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which came out in 1987. Now, in this comedy classic, the 80s comedy, marketing consultant Neil Page races to catch a plane home to Chicago just 2 days before Thanksgiving, and he finds out that his plane has been delayed. So he crosses paths with an obnoxious but lovable Dale Griffin, who is also headed to Chicago. And once their flights have been canceled, they hesitantly team up to get home for Thanksgiving by any means of transportation possible. Can you believe that? I can. Anyway, that wraps it up for our top 5 Thanksgiving Day movies of all times. And now back to you, Savannah.
Thanks, Chris. San Mateo's soon-to-be-open Pinstripes venue will offer a new spin, if you will, on entertainment and dining. It's a place where you can roll a couple of games, then sit down to a fettuccine bolognese or maple glazed salmon dinner with wine or cocktails. For dessert, I think gelato and bocce ball. This Chicago-born concept is coming to the West Coast for the first time when it opens on Tuesday, December 3rd at the complex at Hillside Shopping Center. Will offer 33,000 square feet of sports and upscale dining on 2 floors, 12 bowling lanes, 4 indoor-outdoor bocce courts, and a full-service restaurant and bar. The Pinstripe group boasts having a made-from-scratch kitchen at each location with a heavy emphasis on Italian-American dishes. Chicken and Italian beef pizzas are among the seasonal specialties, along with burgers, ribs, sandwiches, and salads. The city could be facing more than $15 million shortfall as it looks to pay a new fire station and firefighter training center at the Hayward Executive Airport. Construction of the facility, a partnership with the Chabot Las Positas Community College District, is estimated to cost $57 million, according to city officials. But the amount does not include spin-off costs, such as demolition of the current fire station at the airport, portables for firefighters while work is taking place, and paying for furniture and equipment at the new station. Quote, there are many other items that add to the cost of the project for a total of about $76 million estimated today, end quote, said Alex Ameri, Director of Public Works, told the City Council on Tuesday. Quote, it could be less than that. It could be more depending on the lowest bids that we receive, end quote. The Chabot Las Positas Community College District recently had more than 24 programs recognized as the Strong Workforce Stars this year. California Community Colleges recognizes career education programs in which students show significant gains in factors important in building a skilled workforce and for advancing personal social mobility. Chabot Las Positas District officials said in a statement, out of the 1,384 statewide programs spotlighted as workforce stars, 29 were from Chabot and Las Positas community colleges. Programs were selected based on graduates' abilities to see a notable increase in earnings, along with their ability to find a job closely matching with their field of study. Programs at Hayward Chabot College received 20 stars in total, including 1 Gold Star, the highest award, for the registered nursing program. Now we go to Lance with local sports news.
Thanks, Savannah. Obstacles, roadblocks, adversity, whatever you call it, none of them seem large enough to stop the 2019 Paradise High School varsity football team's march through the section. Paradise opened the night with a 9-play, 67-yard scoring drive to take a 6-0 lead. It was a drive that was kept alive by West Valley offsides on 4th and 1 at the Bobcat 42. Last year, the Bobcats were stopped 3 times in a short yardage by the Eagles. Just one day after the Bobcats found out that 4 to 6 suspensions levied against their fellow teammates had been upheld. They dominated unbeaten West Valley 28-13 in Cottonwood on Friday night. Our defense was excellent tonight, Paradise coach. Rick Prince said the win propels the Bobcats into the Northern Section Division III championship game is next Saturday night. The Chabot football team finished the regular season with a 41-21 loss to rival Laney in Basics. Conference play on Saturday night, November 16 at Gladiator Stadium. Sophomore quarterback Chase Akaka was 9 of 20, passing for 159 yards with 2 touchdowns and 68 rushing yards in what could be his final game in a Chabot uniform. Chabot, 4-5, 1-3, had a chance to earn 5 wins and a possible bowl berth this season, but a scheduled home game on October 26th against Santa Rosa JC was postponed because of the Kincaid fire, which caused Santa Rosa to temporarily suspend classes and athletic activities. Chabot representatives were scheduled to meet with the state commissioner on Monday to argue their case to have game made up this week, but since CCCAA has announced its bowl matchups, it appears unlikely that the game will be made up. That is it for sports. Back to you, Savannah.
Thanks, Lance. And finally this week, while bone-dry conditions have had Bay Area residents on edge for potential power shutoffs and wildfires in recent months, it will finally begin to feel like winter this week, with cold temperatures and the season's first major rainfall expected to usher in Thanksgiving. Although Monday, we will continue to see dry, gusty winds that have forecasters and fire authorities on alert for potential fire danger, a cold front is expected to sweep through the region Tuesday, bringing lower temperatures and 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain for most of the Bay Area. The low-pressure system, moving north to south and down the Pacific coast, will bring the first wetting rains of the season, reducing the threat of fire danger. Starting in on the North Bay on Tuesday afternoon and move southward Tuesday night into Wednesday, according to the National Weather Service. Most of the rain will fall on Tuesday night and on Wednesday. Although rains could linger through Thursday morning, most of Thanksgiving Day is expected to be dry. That's all for Chabot News this week. Thanks to all the students and staff in the Mass Communications Department here at Chabot College for making this production possible. You can watch us anytime online at youtube.com/ChabotTV. Stay tuned to KCTH Channel 27 for more Chabot TV.